Hello friends that happen to be trading coronavirus tickers. I hope that's a more PC and friendly introduction for you guys. We're going to take a look at the action in the major names today, starting with APT. So APT had a little bit of continued downside, but it has held this important low of 462, and that is what is key right now. Bulls need to start showing some strength. We're in this overall daily downtrend, and right now I would suspect that this is nothing more than a little counter trend. We'll dig into it on the 50-minute time frame to see what was going on. But it was a low volume move by the bulls. We're underneath our EMA 26. We're starting to see all of these other EMAs start to curl down. And unless bulls can stay above and defend 462, we're going to be expecting a lower high underneath that level. Sorry, a lower low underneath that level. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we are still in a 4-hour downtrend. If we go to the hourly time frame, we can see we're still in a hourly downtrend, setting lower highs and lower lows. Here is this uptrend today. We've already given a lot of that back in after hours, sitting at 481. And if we go to the 15-minute time frame, we can see we had a 50-minute trend change with our higher low, higher high at 495. We just sort of went sideways. Didn't really break our resistance. 496 by penny, that's a double top. Then we had 45 and a 44 double bottom. Just moving sideways, gave it all up after hours. So a little bit, maybe an oversold drop opportunity on the 2-minute, not even that. 470, just a real lack of follow through on the part of the bulls, and that is a little bit upsetting if you're looking for a long position or you are in a long position on APT. So given the fact that we've given up most of this action already in after hours, and I'm going to go ahead and mark down our low 480, go back to our daily time frame, we've given up a lot of the bull move that we have had today. So we would be expecting a continuation of the existing narrative that we're going to expect a new low under 462. Bulls need to defend 462 tomorrow. They have 470 support from the low of day today, and that needs to hold if they have any hope of upside continuation right now. LAKE, very similar story. We are facing lower highs, lower lows. We didn't see nearly any bullish strength today. However, looks like we got a double bottom in the area of 12 psychological. Psychological levels are always very important. And then we have our support at 1176. So if we lose 12 psychological, we're going to expect a lower high. I keep saying that, a lower low under 1176. If we go to the 50-minute time frame, actually, let's go right to 5. Let's see what that double bottom looks like. Overall, very, very weak today. We had established a base of support. It was nice against 1210. Lost that 1201, 1201, 12 psych. That base of support so far is holding, and now I would consider that 1201 and that 12 to be a double bottom because we didn't see any follow through. So it's a 12 psychological level that is key. If we open tomorrow, we lose 12 psychological. That's going to be quite negative. We're going to be expecting downside moves to 1176. If we open over top and we set it and we break it, there's that 1176 move. Alternatively, if we open below and we reject from $12, we're going to look for continuation like that. The only thing that can really change this story is if we see strong opens on LAKE, a defense and an aggressive defense of 12 psychological, and then a trend change on the 15-minute time frame, which right now is going to have us over top of 1216. If we can do that, then we have the option and opportunity to set an hourly higher low, lower high. Keep messing those up today. And what all that is going to look like right now, it's going to be something under 1243. So if we see all that strength and all those elements come together on Lake right now, and we get that upside movement, all we're going to expect is going to be a lower high under 1243, and then a continuation of that hourly trend. So not a lot of signs of strength for the bulls yet. We've got a lot of work that we need to do, and right now all eyes on that $12 psychological level. Go check out CoDX. CoDX also relatively weak compared to the other names, though. It's in an overall week. Well, it's in a weekly uptrend, but we lost daily higher lows. So now we're looking for consolidation. So if we lose daily higher lows as we have, we can go to the weekly time frame and see if we're going to carve out weekly higher lows or a weekly support level. But the weekly chart's just not fleshed out enough for me yet to be playing with that. So I am just going to be watching this close to double bottom that we have today. Support at 282. Today's low of day was 285, so very close to that. Bulls bought the dip a little bit. Let's take a look at what that may appear as. There's that drop, set a low of day. From yesterday, we came down, bulls bought the dip, but are struggling with our EMA 26. So it's possible Possible that we'll open over top of that tomorrow, back test it, and see if we can get some bullish action. So far, bulls have shown a little bit of strength here with no follow through. We need to see follow through on CoDX if we're going to have continued upside, and I just don't see that strength coming in yet. For me, what I need to see is a strong hourly trend change. I want to see the 4-hour bulls over top of EMA 12 at least, close above it, stay above it, and move on. VIR on the daily time frame continuing to show new weakness. We have broken below our last support level today, so we've set a new daily lower low with our low at, what is that, 1678. So we're going to go ahead and adjust our chart, turn our magnets on, and we do have a little bit more support over here in the area of 1601. So if we continue this downtrend, that is where we will look for our important support. That is going to be a weekly level right there. 4-hour time frame, still setting lower highs, lower lows, so we expect that to continue. And the hourly bulls nowhere in sight quite yet. They need to defend 1678 for upside continuation. Lastly, NVAX, probably the stronger name that I've looked at today. And we are holding above our EMA 8. So once we lose these daily higher lows, we're going to expect some consolidation. So that is going to be important. We have an inside bar day. If bulls by chance show up tomorrow, we need to break over 803 and we need to take out our 818 resistance. If we can do that and bulls are interested, we can have an opportunity here for a pretty good run. There's not a lot of resistance in the way. However, if we break bear, we have our EMA 12 support, we have EMA 8 support, and we have our last daily higher low support at 743. So more options than on the other names. NVAX, not necessarily bullish yet, but it has more support. So that is important if we're looking for upside potential. I would be looking for a break over 803 with commitment, with volume, getting into this area of low resistance, and that would be really the only thing that I would be interested in the coronavirus sector right now. Thanks for listening. If you are interested in learning more about how we do this, ChartGuys.com, or just post a comment in ChartGuy or on YouTube here, and I'll answer any questions that you have. I'm happy to teach. This is what I love to do. So thanks again, and we'll check in soon.